Let's talk about God's promises, right? We know sometimes when God tells us to do something, it may seem stupid, illogical, it doesn't make sense. But your Heavenly Father is the God who does sometimes things to confound the wise, and not just anything, foolish things. He will take the weak to confound the strong. So a lot of times he's like, this is how I want you to move. And you might be saying, well, that doesn't make sense. This is what I should do. But I want to let you know you're moving from a place of earthly wisdom. And God comes from a place of heavenly wisdom. It is pure. It is, his ways are not our ways, and his thoughts are not our thoughts. It's always higher. So a lot of times God will instruct you to do something that just simply doesn't make sense to you. Still walk in obedience to him. He knows what he's doing, and he knows why he told you to do such a thing. He knows why he told you to do it. He knows what you need to do in order for him to work in your life. So I urge you today, when God instructs you to do something, even though it doesn't make sense, think of the Israelites. He said, go ahead, walk this way, go that way. He sent a pillar of fire behind them at night to keep them safe from the enemy. Does that make sense? No, that's a supernatural move. That's divine. And he separated them by a pillar of cloud in the day. But that doesn't make sense. How can you separate people from a pillar of cloud? Well, this is the God that you serve. What he does is not going to make sense all the time. But at the end of the day, what you need to understand is this is something that he wants you to do for a specific reason. And you need to trust him. He said to Moses, what are you talking to me for? Lift your rod and the water will part and go ahead. Like, Moses is like, God, what am I going to do? So, just go lift the rod. The sea will part. I've got you. The Israelites are like, oh, you brought us out here to die. Our enemy's chasing us. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? What is God going to do? God is going to take that very situation and do some mind-blowing things in your life. That's what he's going to do. He creates a way out of no way. So what did he do? He just parted the Red Sea. Of course, that's nothing for him to do. He is God. He is Yahweh, Jehovah Jireh. He provides a way of escape anytime we need it. Once it is, of course, that he's sending you in that situation, he'll provide a way of escape for you. He will do it. Don't doubt him. He has you, and he has your best interests at heart, and he loves you very much. So even though it doesn't make sense, even though it seems stupid, even though you're like, I don't know how I would get out of this, that is not for you to figure out. That is not for you to calculate or work out. The only thing you have to do, which is sometimes the most, of course, most difficult, is you need to obey him. And when you obey him and you do as he says, he will continue to provide for you along the way. He will continue to make the way out of no way and work miracles in your life. So be encouraged today and walk in obedience.